Serb epic poetry is a form of epic poetry created by Serbs originating in today's Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Macedonia and Montenegro. The main cycles were composed by unknown Serb authors between the 14th and 19th centuries. They are largely concerned with historical events and personages. The instrument in performing the Serbian epic is the Gusle. History. Serbian epic poetry helped in developing the Serbian national consciousness. The cycles of Prince Marko, the Hajduks and Uskoks inspired the Serbs to restore freedom and the heroic past. The Hajduks are seen as an integral part of national identity. In stories, the Hajduks were heroes. They had played the role of the Serbian elite during Ottoman rule. They had defended the Serbs against Ottoman oppression, and prepared for the national liberation and contributed to it in the Serbian Revolution. In 1824, Vuk Karadžić sent a copy of his folk song collection to Jacob Grimm, who was particularly enthralled by the building of Skadar. Grimm translated it into German, and described it as one of the most touching poems of all nations and all times. Corpus. The corpus of Serbian epic poetry is divided into cycles. Non-historic cycle, poems about Slavic mythology, characteristically about dragons and nymphs. Pre-Kosovo cycle, poems about events that predate the Battle of Kosovo. Kosovo cycle, poems about events that happened just before and after the Battle of Kosovo. Cycle of Kraljević Marko. Post-Kosovo cycle, poems about post-battle events. Cycle of Hajduks and Uskoks, poems about brigands and rebels. Poems about the liberation of Serbia and Montenegro. Poems about the 19th century battles against the Ottomans. Poems depict historical events with varying degrees of accuracy. People of Serbian epic poetry. Benedict Kuri Pesic, 16th century diplomat who traveled through Ottoman Bosnia and Serbia in 1530 and recorded that epic songs about Miloš Bilić are popular not only among Serbs on Kosovo but also in Bosnia and Croatia. He also recorded some legends about the Battle of Kosovo and explained that in the whole region new poetry on the topic was composed. Dimitrij Karaman, the oldest known Serbian Gusle player, c. 1551. Avram Miletic was a merchant and songwriter who was best known for writing the earliest collection of urban lyric poetry in Serbian. Old Rashko, one of the most important sources of the epic poetry recorded by Vuk Karadžić. Filip Visnić, dubbed the Serbian Homer, both for his blindness and poetic gift, was a Gusler. Tazan Podrugović was Serbian Haida, storyteller and Gusle player who participated in the first Serbian uprising and was one of the most important sources for Serbian epic poetry. Zivana Antonijević was one of favorite female singers of Vuk Karadžić. Vuk Karadžić was a Serbian philologist and linguist who was the major reformer of the Serbian language. He deserves, perhaps, for his collections of songs, fairy tales, and riddles to be called the father of the study of Serbian folklore. Peter Perunović, also known as Perin. He was a famous Gusle player who played Gusle for Nikola Tesla and the first to record Serbian epic poetry in a studio. Characters. Medieval era Zarducian Emperor. Prince Lazar, Prince and legendary Emperor. Pavle Orlović, Knight. Milan Toplica, Knight. Ivan Kosančić, Knight. Ugović brothers, including Bosko Ugović. Beg Kostadin. Milos Voljanović. Mali Radoljika Hajduk. Deli Radivolja. Zedmarjanjeni Vuk, based on Vuk Grigorović, the Serbian despot. Ailing Deutschin, possibly based on despots John VII Paleologos and Andronikos Paleologos. Realja the Winged. Pop Milo Jovovich. Barjo Kujanin. Steri Vujardin. Alal Aga. Sibanjanin Janko. Jug Bogdan. Janko Od Kotra. Starina Novak, Musa Kasadžija, enemy of Kraljević Marko. He is the result of merging several historical people including Musa Čelebi, son of Bayezid and Musa from the Muzaka Albanian noble family, while Jovan Tomic believes he is based on the supporter of Jagan Osman Pasha. Jemo the Mountaineer, enemy of Kraljević Marko, a member of Muzaka noble family, or maybe Ottoman military person Jagan Osman Pasha. General Vuca, enemy of Kraljević Marko. Tanush Dukagin, a member of Dukagini noble family, a Prince Eugene of Savoy. Peter Dosai, Philip the Magyar, enemy of Kraljević Marko. Pipo of Ozora, an Italian condottiero, general, strategist, and confidant of King Sigismund of Hungary. Many other heroes of Serbian epic poetry are also based upon historical persons: Strahinja Banović, Turatu Strasimirović Balsic, Jug Bogdan, Vratko Nemanjic, Beg Kostadin, Konstantin Dragus, Sibanjanin Janko, John Hunyadi, Peter Deutschin, Peter Dosai, Maxim Krajevich, Stanisław Skenderbeg Krajevich, Barjo Puljanin, Barjo Nikolic, Mihailo Svilajevic, Michael Slagi, Janko Odkotra, Janko Mitrovic, Manojlo Grcic, Manuel I Komnenos. Some heroes appeared with the horses, such as Prince Marko, Saris, Vojvoda Momcilo, Jabushilo, Milo Zabilic, Zedralan, Damjan Ugovic, Zelenko, Banovic Strahinja, Thorgan, Hajruk Velko, Kuslia, Jovan Kursla, Strina, Srda Zalapoglada, Vranak. Excerpts. Slavic antithesis. Modern example of Serbian epics as recorded in 1992 by film director Pavel Pavlikovsky in a documentary for the BBC. Serbian epics. An anonymous Gusle singer compares Radovan Karadzic, as he prepares to depart for Geneva for peace talk, to Karađorđe, who had led the first Serbian uprising against the Turks in 1804. Quotes. Jacob Grimm, Charles Šimić. Modern Serbian epic poetry. Epic poetry is recorded still today. Some modern songs are published in books, are recorded, and under copyright, but some are in public domain, and modified by subsequent authors just like old ones. There are new songs that mimic old epic poetry, but are humorous and not epic in nature. These are also circulating around with no known author. In the latter half of the 19th century, a certain MP would exit the Serbian parliament each day, and tell of the debate over the monetary reform bill in the style of epic poetry. Modern epic heroes include Radovan Karadzic, Ratko Mladic, and Vojislav Šešelj. Topics include Yugoslav wars, NATO bombing of Yugoslavia, and the Hague Tribunal. Popular modern Serbian epic performers. Guslari include Milimir Miljan, Miljanic, Georgić Jogo Koprivica, Bosko Vujacic, Vlastimir Barak, Sava Stanizic, Milos Shegert, Sasa Laketic, Milan Mardovic.